Hello, hello, hello. How are we doing today, everybody? What's going on? Good to see y'all out here. Very, very yary. I see you out here. How you doing? Ice Queen's great to see you as always. Good to have you. Good to have you. Hopefully everybody's doing okay. Is it finals week this week? Is this like the end of finals week, or is that still going into next week? Is everybody like this like last week for everybody, or we got more stuff coming afterwards? Like how we feeling? We're almost done. This is the finals week. You're almost through it, everybody. You're almost through it. You got today, you got tomorrow, you got Friday. And that's it. If you're done this week, otherwise, you got all next week too. But there's just one more week. You guys got 3 days, you got 8 days. Anybody can do anything for 8 days.
My sub expired like 3 minutes ago. Whoops lol. Happy 7 months.
I noticed the sub badge disappeared there. I did. And I was just like, oh, that's interesting. That must have been perfect timing. Very, very yary with the 7-month resub, my dude. Thank you so very much for that. I appreciate it. So we got to dump all this junk that I have on me into a new shulker box so we can take it back with us. And then we got to go do some vine gathering. We're going to head up into the jungle and just get a bunch of vines. Using any data packs in this world, I am using the data pack for Enderman griefing. So Endermen cannot pick up blocks outside of, like, I think it's the command block that I made it that they can pick up or something like that. So I have that one set up, and then I also have fire spread turned off because I absolutely hate not being able to use fire as like a decorative block. I don't put it on like top of oak logs or things like that, just like random fire all over the place. But I will put it in like a little fireplace or something, and I hate when there's a piece of wood like 6 blocks away and it's just like, I'm on fire, when you're like, I built a brick fireplace to store the fire, and then the game's just like, nah, you didn't. Like, okay. Efficiency, silk touch, mending, and unbreaking all do on Java. No way! What? Since when did that change? I remember I always had like an efficiency, I always had unbreaking 3 mending shears and building with fWhip, and I was like, I can't put, like, you're telling me I cannot put efficiency on these? And I just remember being so upset about it for a while. That's cool that they added it. Or maybe it was always in there and I'm just dumb. Could be. Could be. Probably true. Could be. So, tomorrow there's going to be a bit of a different video coming out. I've decided for the 100 days video, seeing as I've put, at this point in time, I've put over 40 hours of work into it. The video's done. The video's ready to go. But just, I know I told y'all on Monday that I was going to release it tomorrow, Thursday being tomorrow. And I've decided that I'm going to hold it till next week. I've decided just for the fact that I put so much time into it. And I really want to make sure I'm giving it a good opportunity to do well. And I know so many people are doing finals and everything like that right now, that views across YouTube and everything are just down. They have been for the last few weeks. So I want to wait until things are kind of back a little bit more to what a new normal is going to be after people are out of school before I release that video. So just as a fair heads up there, that the 100 days will not come out tomorrow, but I can promise you it'll be out hopefully next week. I'm gonna assess the views as they're going next week across YouTube and see where it lands. Will you be continuing that world? Not planning to right now. What I would like to do is transition into doing live streams from the current hardcore world. After we finish this project, I'm going to get the video done for this one so we can have the big old time lapse over on YouTube because it looks really cool. I've been working on editing that too, and that's getting really far done. Work for me recently has been one of those times where I've every single project ever I've been working on for the past few months, or whatever time frame you want to say, but everything is starting to come finished and due right now. So there's going to be a lot of big videos coming out on the channel here soon. I'm super excited for. It would have been so long, but thank God everything I had replay mod running the entire time, because all of the all of the footage that I got for like time lapses and stuff, there ended up being like 32 days of time lapse footage. So like 32 of the 100 days was spent literally just building things, if not more. I think that might be a little on the short side, but it was just, there's so much. Like when we did the Ender Dragon Shrine, after beating the Ender Dragon and everything like that, that turned out to be almost, I think it was like 7 or 8 days of building, which is just funny. All right, through the nether we go. Sorry, I had to look at a Discord message. trying to get some planning stuff rocking today for a new 1.17 series. I know I've been teasing that with y'all for quite a while now, but I swear it's actually happening. There is a Discord made, and people are joining the Discord, but that is all the update that I have. That is all that has happened so far in this new thing I'm working on. It's gonna be fun though. I'm hoping. If the people that have been saying they're interested are actually gonna be able to play in it and everything, we should have a good group of people. But anyways, I decided tomorrow that because I was originally gonna release the 100 days video that I've been working on tomorrow, and I've decided against that to wait and release it next week. Just with some stuff going on I was talking about earlier. So we're waiting on that one. So this morning I just flat out started recording a brand new video to release tomorrow. That's a little bit of a different one than what I normally do. I think it'll be a fun one. I hope it'll be like a good inspiration source for everybody. But it's definitely a different one than what I've been doing recently. So hopefully it works out well for y'all. Jimmy calls me Mars. You should too. Okay, I will try and remember that. I think I have before because I was like, yeah, that sounds familiar. I don't know what it is. Sometimes when I'm streaming on Twitch or whatever, I'm like, I have to say the person's like full name. Like if I can try and say the full name, I have to try it just because otherwise I don't know. I feel like some people, gaming culture or online like internet culture is so much about people making nicknames for people's like avatar names or screen names or whatever you want to call them. But then also there's times where people are like, I like people actually say like the full screen name that I have. Because otherwise, why wouldn't have I just named my entire account after the nickname that y'all are giving me? So I don't know. I try and say the full thing, but I'll try and keep that in mind. Okay. There we go. How's that? Okay, I like that. I think this is good. I think overall this is going to be good for the longevity of this place and making it look more interesting and not being kind of blah. How are Coda and Nova? They're good. Nova is absolutely insane. She has so much energy right now. It's absurd. Do this guy right over in here. So the last thing I was thinking we could add to these areas, which might be fun or it might turn out really bad, is if we find some flatter spots. Somebody had mentioned this a while ago, but like something down like in here. Because what Y level are on? We're on 37 and they only spawn from 40 up, but we could flood this. I think if we flood that, it will turn out pretty cool. So we can have a little bit of blue in here too, which will give us the watery effect, which I think would be sweet. And as long as it's like a half slab and whatnot, it's totally fine. We won't have any issues. Because even something like down in here, this would be really cool to have some water in. We'll get some coral in here. I don't know. I kind of want to just leave it as these three colors for now. Just the andesite, the mossy cobble, and the water. I feel like that will be enough. Did you watch your city planning video for the medieval style? Could you make one for a future modern city as well? Same aspects all apply. You just got to lay out the roads differently. And I haven't looked into doing those too much yet, so I wouldn't hold your breath for the video, to be honest. But there is, if you want to do it, there are many ways you can look into that stuff. Like look up like D&D fantasy maps for like cyberpunk cities, or even look up the map for like Cyberpunk 2077 and see how they laid out the city and stuff like that. And you'll be able to find enough between what I have out there already and enough to be able to be like, oh, hey, somebody else made this and it worked out really well. Okay, I should do that. That was spawnable too. Wow, I missed a lot of places. When your hardcore worlds are finished, you should try a Viking style village. I built one. I built one back in the Building with fWhip series. We built a mountain Nordic inspired village. If you haven't checked that out, it was super fun. I would definitely want to do something like that again. I know Pearl and Sausage have been doing like a little Let's Build collab series where they've been building up a crazy Nordic village that seems to have worked really well. Or it has worked really well. They've done an awesome job with it. If you want to go see some cool stuff they got rocking. Okay, we got that one in.
H what? A second Twitch, baby.
Oh my gosh, Stonewolf with the 18 months. Holy cow, dude. 18 months of support. That is absolutely absurd. Thank you so very much. Can we get some fWhip hearts in the chat for one of the OG subs? That is absolutely insane, my dude. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I like that, though. That looks cool. That looks really, really cool. Okay, we've got one block and we got a whole stack left of the stuff. I think y'all are right, though. I think a little bit of cobblestone in here could really work it together. I think a little bit of the cobblestone being added into it could really help the build. So we can figure out how to do some of that, just mixing in a little bit more. Because after this, the Guardian Farm's basically done. We need to do the 4 corners, like the 4 pillars on the corner. And from there, that's it. That's literally all we have left. I've decided I don't really want to do anything down here in the middle. I just like the idea of this giant pipe and the decorative floor. And then we do like the pillars around the outside, like holding the water back. I think that's going to be enough. I think if we do anything more than that, this area is just going to get too busy. Which I'm okay with having something more on the simplistic side for this build. Not 100% mob proof. I know I've failed. How could I do this? I've failed. There's one creeper sitting in a corner. We've failed it. Soiled it. We've soiled it all. Might as well tear it all back down and restart. Okay, there's all that. You can have a slab right here. Sure, why the heck not? Have a slab. You get a slab. You get a slab. You get a slab. Sure, cool. I only have one slab left, though. So, you get a stair. Look at you. Happy days. Do I have... Oh, I have an extra stack of slabs. So what am I kidding? You get a slab for sure. Amplified's kind of taken a step back recently. We've got a lot of stuff going on in life right now. And I have not had the time to sit down and record an Amplified episode. Because the next one I was planning was going to be building all of the big village houses in there. And I felt like already with the last one, it's bad because I constantly joke about this in Minecraft series.
Thanks a lot.
Of when you see somebody building an ender, you know the series is starting to come to an end. And then my last episode was building an ender, and I'm like, ah, man, I did it to myself. And then literally, like, after recording that, I'm like, yeah, I don't have time to do the next episode. There's too much stuff going on in life. Do you play any other games apart from Minecraft? Right now, I've been playing Horizon Zero Dawn. Bought that recently. I'm way addicted to it. Outside of those, that and Minecraft, I'm not really playing any other games right now. I'm kind of in a waiting zone. I'm in the Diablo 2 Resurrected and Diablo 4 waiting zones right now. I'm just sitting in those lobbies forever until the game's release. Oh my gosh, this is looking really cool. Those vines, I'm almost tempted to put vines on some things. Like just have some vines naturally growing around and they can just move wherever they want. What do we think about that? It's true, it's true. They're good. I think most of them are also in this new foliage pack that I'm working on. The only one that is tweaked is I changed the sugarcane that Ryuma had made to back to the classic sugarcane like stock color, but I still kept the bushy stuff on top of it. Vines can grow up, they can grow down and they can grow sideways. I don't believe they can grow upwards. What are you gonna do when you finish this? We're gonna move over to working on some hardcore stuff. Before I want to, in the hardcore world, get set up with... We're going to do a lot of resource gathering streams for the first little while. I can tell you all that much. And then from there, it's going to very much be moved into doing some streams terraforming around the new castle area, which I think could be quite fun. And then after we get the castle area terraforming done, I want to start working on the wither farm. I've never built a wither skeleton farm. I guess we built one at the end of building with fWhip in the nether hub there, but I've never built one that I've actually used to any decent amount. And I think we can make one super easy, like super duper easy inside that hardcore world, seeing as there's that nether fortress that literally is just in the basalt delta, and that'll be totally fine. Yeah, next video will be out tomorrow. It's a little bit of a... I haven't done them for a while, but I used to do those creative concept videos a lot. And this is kind of one of those. It's kind of one of those that I'm hoping to get out tomorrow. So I hope y'all are going to enjoy it. Because I have to come all the way around here and mob-proof these because I never did that.
Pleased to meet you.
Thanks for this awesome content, fWhip. Glad you enjoyed my meme in the Discord, smile.
Boris, that one was, that was good. Good. 11 out of 10 meme. Great meme. I'm okay with the tops being lighter for now. I kind of want to put a little bit of a rim around it. I'll be like some way having a rim going around the top. I'm not sure what to do yet, but I think we need something on there. Sneezing is fun? How is sneezing fun? Your buildings are literally the best. Thanks, dude. Appreciate that. They're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. There's some other people out there who are very talented as well. Sorry, that was, I have an idea. Let's try end rods up here. If you couldn't catch it through the eating of munchies. I like that. That works. You made it that way? I know, it's my own fault. And I'm mad about it. I like those on the corners, though. I think that'll work out really nice. Then we get the glow up there, and then these guys, we get the glow along the wall itself. What style are we going for? It was originally meant to be steampunk, and now it's just turning into... I don't know. It's just turning into Minecraft build. I don't really have a great style going for this that I could really describe. It's kind of turning futuristic-y, cyberpunk-y, but steampunky. What type of style for the castle? It's a medieval castle. And it's not going to be made out of stone. Excuse me, stone. It's not going to be made out of stone. That's all I can tell you. After we finish this, I think we might jump over to the hardcore world and just do some resource gathering. I need to chop a bunch of trees down. And I've got a lot more time to kill. So we can go jump into the hardcore world. For the first time ever on stream, do some resource gathering. Got any god apples in this world? Not yet. Holy cow. So much of me wants to right now boot up like a spectator account. Nailed it. I'm sorry, what? It's so much better in daytime. It is so much better in daytime. The magical vine. Like if we did this bottom thing and duplicated that to the top, maybe could work. But also I don't know if it's really needed. I kind of like them as is. I kind of like the bare bones of them being up there. Cool. We have 1 hour. Let's do it. Castle spoiler. You gotta know the blocks I've been gathering. There. You gotta see blocks. There's nothing built at the castle yet. Please have the texture pack for the hardcore series. It's currently available for Twitch subs, patrons, YouTube members via the Discord. And the public download will be out soon. I need to do some final work on it and clean some things up before I make it public. Why don't you use the glass textures I'm building with fWhip resource pack? They are too non-vanilla. I'm trying to only do things that would be still very, very vanilla, or at least have some way of it would look the same if you did it in vanilla. It's not. Whereas the glass textures that I made, if you're using the glass textures I have, you get a 100% different feel out of a build than you get using the vanilla glass textures, if that makes sense. So by using those, it's very far away from vanilla. Whereas I want to keep things very vanilla, but just adding my own twist to it. That's such a loaded question of, hey, how do I make a build style? Well, you have to find something you're inspired by and figure out how to put that into Minecraft. How do you make a medieval build style? Well, you look at inspiration for medieval-based things that you might like from other video games or other things, and like pictures you find online, concept art of things that other people are making, and then you figure out how to translate that into Minecraft. You can't be like, yes, if I can't just tell you like, yes, you can make a build style by placing cobblestone in these different orders, and then bam, you have a build style. No, you gotta practice and, as people say, practice and figure it out for yourself as you're going. This, how do I share my monitor? Desktop, look at that, it's a desktop. I did this. It's really hard to see because I know it's red and it's a dark screenshot, but the yellow is the pathway that I want for the road, going all the way around to here, that type of stuff, and how to bridge over there. I just started drawing shapes. This is literally all I did. Like castle gate here, other stuff there, castle, more like walls, here's the shapes of the builds, and I just drew it literally on top of a screenshot. So I just took replay mod, flew way high in the sky, looked straight down, and took a screenshot. I think my character is, there he is. There's the little fWhip. Look at him running around. Look at him doing his thing right over there. Look at him. He's chopping trees. Oh, look at he's chopping trees over there. Isn't it great? Oh, it's awesome. Yeah, no, it's really cool, huh? That's all I do. That's how I play with the designs and come up with something myself for the layout. I can tell you though, the gatehouse is designed. It's not in the world yet, but I've designed it because when I start castles or start things like this, I like to design the things not in Minecraft and then bring them into Minecraft, and I was able to come up with some cool stuff for it. The last thing I need to get requires me to going into the Nether, and I'm gonna do that tomorrow probably. If I need to go find some warped. I need to go find a warped forest, which is a really big bummer. Yeah, using blocks as colors instead of just materials is something that I'm moving towards. It's just, it opens up so many avenues for how to build and get different textures and things. It's something that I really learned a lot from Pearl. Pearl does a fantastic job of doing stuff like that, of looking at the block for the color it gives and the way that it can work better with others due to the color itself. And thinking of Minecraft blocks as being a color wheel instead of just blocks as they are. It's hard to do. It's very hard to change your brain to that. But I think if you can do it, which I'm still struggling with being able to actually do it, it can make things, it can open up a lot more doors. Okay, that should be good on this front. That should be enough bamboo. I need to get some more string. I only have like 30 string right now, so that's enough bamboo to make a bunch of scaffolding for us. Use sword on bamboo. I know it works, but I have unbreaking on the axe, so it saves a little bit more durability. I don't have any enchants on the sword yet. I need to get them. We ever use villagers to harvest for you? Not here, but I do have plans to do a lot of stuff like that on the Mushroom Island when we get to build it on the Mushroom Island, which I think will be sooner than later. I want to start some projects on it. I want to give ourselves about a week or two for the castle. And just dedicate a lot of episodes to getting that thing rocking. So we can at least finish up the front faces of the castle so it can feel like a castle instead of just a building floating in the middle of nowhere. But once that is all done, then I want to start working on the mushroom area again. So that's a lot of potatoes right there. Sweet. But I think, folks, that's probably a good place to call it for today's stream, though. I appreciate y'all hanging out here. But I think that's where we're going to be calling it for the hardcore resource gathering session. So we finished up the entire Guardian farm in the Amplified world, which was great. A raid farm would be risky, that is true, but a successful raid farm means totems of undying. The yay, the nay, the yay, totems of undying, nay, death. But yes means chance of death goes down a lot. Win-win? That's like the I offer a trade meme of chance of death, but you receive totem of no death. Nah, I'm just being weird. Okay, on that note, let's go find somebody to raid. Yay! That's where we go. No, Maddie, no! No, it was so close. Maddie, thank you so very much for the raid. We are literally looking for somebody to raid right now.